And in the studio with us right now, we have a very personal friend of mine. He's a very talented musician. He has not paid me to say this. I'm actually being Israel, as I like to call it. And this is Eric Miller. How are you?
Great, thank you.
It's so nice to have you.
Nice to have you too. Or nice to be here.
Well, nice to have me. You better stand in line for
Always.
that one. Well, you've been playing in Sedona for over a decade.
That's right.
I mean,
Yeah.
you've went from long hair to short hair.
That's right. I was a 80s rocker. Loved the rock and roll when I moved out here in 91.
And now what kind of music do you do?
I do world fusion, mix it up. I love Spanish music, I love Brazilian music, and I always search for inspiration through world music CDs, and it's always very inspiring.
You know what? While you're in the studio, and for those of you who are watching this, not listening to this, he has his guitar with him. It's an acoustic guitar, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And you know what my favorite song is, don't you?
I do.
What is it?
Lonely as the Moon.
Would you please grace the radio audience and the internet audience with that song?
Sure.
Please.
My pleasure. Is it nature's wicked scheme that night brings only dreams? I need someone to hold before I get too old. Do the stars reveal my fate? How long must I wait with empty arms and empty heart? I just stare into the dark. Lonely as the moon, lonely as the moon, lonely as the moon tonight. Lonely as the moon, lonely as the moon, lonely as the moon tonight. When the shadows find me here, I feel love's memory draw near. But there's no comfort in a touch that lingers from a faithless love. I look up to the sky and wonder, has love passed me by? And that silver face looks down on me in solitary sympathy. Yeah. Lonely as the moon, lonely as the moon, lonely as the moon tonight. Lonely as the moon, lonely as the moon, lonely as the moon tonight. There's someone out there just like me, alone with just a memory, needing the loneliness to end, wanting new love to begin. As we go our separate ways, maybe our paths will cross one day and change pale light to passion's flame. Until you come, love, I remain. Yes, lonely as the moon, lonely as the moon, lonely as the moon tonight. Lonely as the moon, lonely as the moon, lonely as the moon tonight. Lonely as the moon, lonely as the moon, lonely as the moon tonight. Lonely as the moon, lonely as the moon, lonely as the moon tonight.